morning. Namaste, everyone. So, now, today I won't start with a question, but today I will start with a small confession. Now, there was a time in my life when someone gave me some feedback and my face smiled politely. But inside, a whole courtroom had opened. Lawyers arguing my defense, witnesses called, evidence presented, all to prove one single point. I'm not wrong. Sound familiar? That flush of heat in the ears the moment someone says, "Can I tell you something? एक बात कहनी है." The mind doesn't even wait to hear the sentence. It's already preparing the reply. So here's the strange part. The people who grow the fastest in life, in their careers, in their homes, in their relationships, are not the ones who are told the least. They are the ones who have simply learned what to do with what they are told. So today we're going into something every one of us faces at work, in the kitchen, in the family, WhatsApp group, everywhere someone has an opinion about how we could do something better. So today's topic is growth through feedback, not ego. So let me begin with this opening thought. And let me tell you, hold on to this line for the next 5 minutes. Ego protects who you are, and feedback helps you become who you can be. Let me say that again. Ego protects who you are, and feedback helps you become who you can be. Two very different jobs. One keeps you exactly where you are, safe and unchanged. The other moves you forward, but only if you let it in. See, think of any athlete you admire, a cricketer, a badminton player, an Olympic swimmer. Not one of them became great alone. Every single one has a coach standing on the side, constantly pointing out small mistakes. Your elbow is dropping, your footwork is late, you're losing balance on the follow through. And let me tell you, even Sachin Tendulkar has a coach. Throughout his life, he has had a coach. After even he became a legend, he still worked with his coach. So that means there is never any end to learning, and there is never any end to, receiving even you can say, the reprimand of your coaches. So now imagine that same athlete getting defensive every time the coach spoke. Imagine them saying, "Who are you to tell me my elbow is wrong? I've been playing for years." That athlete would stay exactly where they are while the rest of the field moves ahead. And that is the quiet truth about feedback. Without feedback, improvement slows. Not stops completely, just slows quietly until one day you look around and wonder why everyone else moved ahead while you stayed the same. So here's the shift I want to offer you today. Feedback is information, not an attack. Yes. So the next time someone gives you feedback, a colleague, your spouse, your child, your neighbor, instead of reacting, pause for 3 seconds and ask yourself three simple questions. What can I learn from this? What can I improve? And what should I keep doing? Let me say these three questions again. Simple, but very impactful, very powerful. What can I learn from this? What can I improve? And what should I keep doing? So let's understand Anjali. She is an operations lead in Pune. In a team review, her manager said, "Your reports are excellent, but you interrupt people in meetings." Old Anjali would have gone home upset and told her husband her manager doesn't value her. New Anjali went home and said, "Today I learned something about myself I couldn't see." Same feedback, two completely different women. Then there is Sunita Auntie, a homemaker from Kanpur. Her daughter in law once very gently said, "Ma, the chole would taste even better with a little less salt." Old Sunita Auntie would have felt her 30 years of cooking were being questioned. और सास बहू का झगड़ा ना हो तो घर कैसे बने या घर कैसे चले, है ना? But she smiled and said, "Chalo, tomorrow's batch will be perfect then." That one sentence changed the entire mood of the kitchen and strengthened, not weakened, the relationship. और मुझे तो लगता है कि हमारे देश की सासें सुधर गई मैंने प्यार किया आने के बाद. They started loving. And then there is Vikramji, a sales manager from Ahmedabad. His regional head once told him in front of the whole team, "Your pitch is too long. Clients lose interest halfway." It stung. But that night, instead of drafting an angry resignation email in his head, Vikram simply rewrote his pitch, cut it in half. Next quarter, he closed his best numbers yet. He later admitted, "That comment hurt my ego for one evening, but helped my career for 2 years." Three different lives, three different rooms with the same test. Will you defend or will you learn? So growth begins where defensiveness ends. Let me tell you, and that is what we teach in graphology. Sensitivity to criticism, it's a red flag, right? So do away with your loops in T's and D's as fast as possible, because then growth will happen in your life. So this is worth repeating in your own head tonight. Every single person you know who has grown in wisdom, in career, in relationships has one thing in common. Somewhere along the way, they stopped saying, "You don't understand me," and started asking, "What can I understand about myself?" So here is what I want you to carry home tonight. Think of one piece of feedback you have received recently from your boss, your spouse, yes, our best critics for husbands, your children, even a passing comment from a friend. And now ask yourself just one honest question. What lesson is hidden inside it? Not who said it, not how it was said, not whether they had the right to say it, just what lesson is quietly sitting inside those words, waiting for you to pick it up. So let me leave you with this thought. A mirror never insults you. It simply shows you what is already there. The choice to fix it is always yours. So feedback is no different. It is not your enemy and is certainly not your judge. It is only a mirror held up by someone who, in most cases, actually wants to see you do better. So tonight, think of that one piece of feedback again. And instead of asking, "Why did they say that to me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" And that goes with not even just a person, but from the universe. When we keep on saying, "Why me?" when something wrong happens, change that sentence What is the universe trying to teach me? Let me tell you, just this minor shift will do a world of good to you. And tomorrow, when someone offers you feedback at work, at home, anywhere, try something different. Don't defend, just listen for the lesson. That one shift, practiced daily, is enough to change the entire direction of a life. With that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.